Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Gloomhaven 2nd edition. I'm Emerging Boat and today we're going to be doing Scenario 4. We do have some other exciting things that will be happening in this video because we're going to have a new party member join us. But before I get into that, let's return to Gloomhaven and do a city event. Draw a city event here, city event C04, let me pull that up in Foreteller.
It's rare that you're called in for such high-profile work, but you're being paid 10 gold each to staff extra protection for a visiting nobleman. The town guard was supposed to be running the security detail, but the nobleman wound up on their bad side after promoting rebellious ideologies. You're making a path through the crowd to allow him to enter the town hall when you spot it, a glimmer of steel at the crest of a nearby rooftop. The unmistakable thunk of a crossbow confirms the threat. You have just a split second before impact into the chest of your charge. Option A, leap in front of the crossbow bolt to save the nobleman. Option B, call out a warning.
If we have just a split second before before the impact, I don't think calling out a warning is going to do too much. I mean, we'd be pretty terrible mercenaries if we were just like, let's go. We'll just, call it a warning, call it a day. Now, let's do option A here. You are paid for protection and you are as good as your word. It takes just a shift in your stance and the crossbow bolt intended for the nobleman hits you instead. Select one character to permanently decrease their maximum hit point value by 1 and gain hero. Note both on their character sheet now, then read 27.1. What? Permanently decrease your maximum hit point value by 1? Oh my gosh, that's insane. I need to think about this. I feel like Dwayne's got to be our hero. I mean, he is quote-unquote our tankiest character, but also it's the smallest percentage of health for him to just lose 1. But I feel like it would be fitting for Dwayne's personality too, given how he's acted in our scenarios. He's been very sacrificial, so yeah, Dwayne's our hero. Let me pull up the right section in Foreteller.
It's 2 weeks before you're back on your feet. The caretakers at the Temple of the Great Oak send you off with a stern warning to take it easy for the next few months. The nobleman, to his credit, sings your praises at every opportunity. You've become something of a local celebrity. The assassin managed to slip away in the commotion, but it's not long before you're invited to a private audience with Councilman Willem Greymare. He believes he knows where to find the attackers, and he's willing to pay to protect Gloomhaven's reputation as a safe city for travelers.
Rewards. Each character gains 10 gold. The character with hero gains 10 additional gold. Gain 1 reputation with any faction of your choice. Then new scenario, Magma Pit, scenario 86, add event C43 to the city deck. Okay, that is a lot of things to do. Let's see, we select this here. We're saying option A. Boom, resolve event. Okay, looks like I need to do all this manually. All right, so Dwayne, you're losing 1. Let me note this as well. I'll just take care of all this stuff really quickly. Give me a second. All right, took those notes. Dwayne goes and gets 20 gold, so he's at 37. Clarissa gets 10, going to 85 gold. Raphael gets 10, going to 40. You'll unlock Magma Pit, scenario 86. I need to figure out how to add scenarios. Here we go. 86, boom. Okay, unlocked. Then we gain reputation and add city event 43 to the city deck. I'll take care of those. Let's gain the reputation with the Merchants Guild. Why not? They're our lowest reputation right now. Let's try to get everybody up somewhat evenly. Next thing, let's see. I don't think Clarissa had anything to do No, she's all caught up. I mean, she could spend some of that gold. We could have her donate 10 gold. Yeah, let's do that. Donate 10 gold to the city, the Oak, or whatever the heck it was. Sanctuary of the Great Oak, that's it. Raphael, on the other hand, has another perk to unlock. And for him, I'm going to replace 1 + 0 card with a +2. I think I mentioned before in the last video, like replace a +0 with a +1 and then add +1 attack for each negative condition the target has. This could be better, like this says a higher ceiling, but I'm not really reliably putting out a bunch of negative conditions right now, so I'd rather take the one that is just a straight up upgrade to our attack modifier deck. Raphael's not going to donate because he needs to save his money for enhancements. Let's jump to Craghart, who Craghart is going to level up to level 2. Jump over to the card selection that we get here. For the first option, we have Sentient Growth, which is a range attack AoE. It's a triangle shape of 3. It's attack 2 at range 3. And then the second ability on that top is +2 healing, target all allies in the red hexes of the attack ability, and generate earth. Or infuse earth. I'm going to be better about it. The bottom action is a move 2, then the next ability is heal 1, target all within range 1, and then the next ability is attack 1, target all adjacent enemies. That goes at initiative 78. And then the next option is Mud Eruption. The top ability, or the top action is a loss, attack 3, target 4 enemies within 4 hexes, push 1, create 1 hex obstacle tile in the featureless hex occupied, or each target that in the featureless hex, each target previously occupied, generate or infuse earth. And then the bottom action is a move 4, and that is at initiative 25. I love a tough choice for a level up. Sentient Growth. It gives us a lot of flexibility. There's a little bit of everything on that card. Healing, attacking, moving. Like that top especially, even though it's not a crazy good attack, being able to do like an attack 2, heal 2. I mean, maybe you could even, like, you can do up to an attack 6 or like attack 4 and heal 2 and infuse earth. Like being able to do all those 3 things is very powerful. But on the other hand, then you have Mud Eruption, which the top loss is very good, but having, I mean, that would be our second highest initiative card at 25. And having an early initiative move 4 should not be overlooked. That's a fantastic ability. I think I'm going to take Mud Eruption for the initiative. I'm looking ahead a bit to some of the other level up cards that we'll have. At level 4, that's where like I'm probably going to be taking the card that has worse initiative because I think I want to go for an obstacle build, potentially. So because I see the value in both of these cards, but I think right now I'm just going to lean towards take an early initiative card, take something that has a super repeatable bottom action, and then a nice top loss action that we can use later on in the scenario. If Bottom of Sentient Growth had the ability to either, like, I think if Bottom of Sentient Growth had the ability to increase the range on that heal, I might take that one because that would just be an insanely good way to remove poison and wound. But genuinely, both of these cards look great. I'm sure I'd be happy with either of them, but I will take Mud Eruption. Then we also need to pick another perk for Craghart. Dwayne as well. Let's take the next one for replace 1 -1 card with a +1 card. And then we have a new mercenary who is going to be joining the Royal Fortune, and that is drum roll, Satha, the Mayor of Frosthaven. Satha is one of the characters you can get in the Mercenary Pack expansions. I have never played her. I have briefly looked through her cards, so this is going to be fun. I'm excited to actually play a brand new character. Let's take a look at her character sheet, her character board rather, and then we have her nice painted mini here. Ooh, hello, Satha. Yeah, I'm super happy with how that painting of this one came out. Satha is described as being able to either lead the charge and take on the front line, essentially taking on more of a tank role, or being a little bit more of a support and bolstering her allies' capabilities. Let's actually take a look at the other side of the character board as well. And we can see her strongest attribute is defense, followed by melee support combo. Can do some range, not great at control, good mobility. So as I typically do with new characters that I'm playing, I will generally just start with their level 1 cards and not use their X cards, and then just kind of get a feel for the class. And in her case, I think that's going to mean I'm going to be mostly playing her as a tank. She does start with 25 gold, so I did buy her a heater shield and a healing potion. And I also drew a personal quest for her already. She is doing the, click on this, the Take Back the Trees personal quest. So she just has to experience 10 road events with her party, and then she gets to read section 64.3. And for this upcoming scenario, actually, for the videos in general, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be varying party size and party composition. I think it'll make the videos more interesting to see, like, I'm never going to have more than 4 characters active at every given time, or at least I don't think I will. maybe I'll come back to that and decide I want to do something else. But yeah, I'm basically representing 4 players. There will be some videos where I'm going to play as all 4 characters. But in this one, we're going to split the party because we have a few scenarios that we can go to. I know we just unlocked one as well, but I'm not going to be doing that new scenario because I've already set up the map for scenario 4 here. So we're going to have Clarissa and Satha go on this mission, scenario 4. And then in the next video, we'll probably have Raphael and Dwayne go somewhere and do a scenario themselves. So we'll get a couple videos of 2 party combos or 2 character parties. And then maybe after that we'll do 4 characters at once. 3 is generally, I feel like, the sweet spot for soloing, just because I don't know, you get a lot of variety and you don't get stuck in analysis paralysis for too long, or I always get stuck in analysis paralysis. But anyway, nevertheless, yeah, this video we're going to be doing just Clarissa and Satha. So I think the way I want to show that in here is, yeah, marking Dwayne and Raphael as absent. So I think I'll still see them in this view, which maybe will be annoying, maybe won't be, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I change it up for the next video, but for this video, this is how we're going to handle it. The last thing I want to cover before we get into our scenario intro text and road event, Satha's masteries. First one says, for an entire scenario, have at least 1 ally perform a move or attack ability during each of your turns except when performing a long rest. I don't know how doable this one is. I mean, I think you can generally do almost any mastery at level 1 if you really try, but I think sometimes it also just involves exhausting super early intentionally. But I think this one's extremely difficult for her at level 1 because she doesn't really start with a lot of cards that give her the ability to control or grant her allies with actions. But her second mastery says, for an entire scenario, never have an ally be the target of an attack. I'm going to try to do that this scenario. I think it's going to be hard because I'm still playing on +1 difficulty, and I think we're going to be playing on scenario level 3. Which is a little tough. Like, I think we're just barely on the precipice at that cutoff for getting into scenario level 3. But nevertheless, I'm going to try. I don't really want to jump back down to scenario level 0 because the last scenario was pretty easy for us. Or I should say scenario adjustment 0. I'm going to stay at +1. There we go. That's how I'm going to phrase it. With that, let's jump to a road event here. Event effects, road event. R18, I'll pull that up in Foreteller.
A few minutes outside of Gloomhaven, a well-fed raven is pacing in the middle of the road. It cocks its head as you approach, seemingly unafraid and used to interacting with people. When you get close enough, it hops forward, presenting its left leg. A small scrap of parchment is tied to it with a black ribbon. The note is sealed with black wax and the insignia of a serpent wrapped around a dagger. You unfurl the note and read. It has been nearly a month since your last check-in. Advise immediately whether you have installed the puppet stewards as agreed. The raven presents its other leg, waiting for a reply to be tied on. Option A. Report that the preparations are on track. Option B. Report that this went to the wrong individual. Option C. Report back with a surprise. Requires escaping the Sin Ra personal quest.
Hey, just because I don't know what you're talking about doesn't mean it went to the wrong individual. Those preparations, those are totally on track, 100%. You pen a short missive confirming everything is on schedule and tie it onto the Raven's other leg. It is seemingly waiting for something, and after a moment you break off a piece of your trail ration. Satisfied, it takes to the air and you quickly lose sight of it among the treetops. Oh well. No effect. Darn. Well, looks like we could have gotten some better options. We could not have done option C. So, oh well. Resolve event, and we'll be on our merry way, and we'll continue on over to our scenario 4 introduction.
You follow the invitation to a secret meeting in Gloomhaven's Mixed District, where a Savas wearing a fine grey cloak greets you at the door to a dingy apartment. You see that both of its stony legs have been broken off, replaced with prosthetics made of a strange orange metal.
Thank you for coming.
The Savas's voice glides like smooth stones.
My name is Nilba. I represent a group known as the Sect.
Nilba sits, an icy white core glowing in its chest.
We serve a powerful individual who, like you, is concerned about the black-robed cultists summoning demons in the wilderness.
The Savas nods with respect.
We know you killed the Gloom's cultists at the Still River, and we need your help. I will be brief. More cultists gather in a crypt outside the city. They grow in power with every demon they summon. If you destroy them, you will have our gratitude.
You tell the Savas that you don't work for gratitude.
Of course.
Nilba says with a nod.
When your task is complete, you will have both our gratitude and our gold.
That's more like it. You make the deal and head to the coordinates Nilba provided, where you find an ancient crypt half covered in moss and ivy. As promised, robed cultists spring an attack as soon as the rotten wooden door creaks open. This time, though, they have backup. A group of hired bandits and animated corpses.
You made a mistake coming here.
A cultist snarls. You disagree. You're right where you want to be.
We got him right where we want him. Right down here in this dank little crypt. Let's take a look at our mercenary loadouts and then we'll get into the action. Let's do battle goals. For Clarissa, what are our options? We got Straggler, never short rest, Overachiever, kill an enemy and open a door in the same turn in either order, and Slowpoke, can move no more than 2 hexes on each turn. I think Slowpoke is going to hamper her too much. She has a lot of big moves. Never short rest. That's going to be tough towards the end of the scenario. Kill an enemy and open a door in the same turn in either order. Yeah, let's take that one. That's pretty doable for her. All right. For Satha, we have Ascetic, collect fewer loot tokens than any other character. Shirker is kill an enemy not adjacent to you while you are adjacent to another enemy. And Bully, kill an enemy that has 2 or more negative conditions. Well, it is going to be extremely easy to do Ascetic, so we're going to take that one. I think I'm also going to play around with the lighting for this scenario. Give me a second. There we go. I'll probably be trying different things with the lighting for the next couple videos. let me know in the comments if you hate it or if you like it. I brought out an extra light to be able to try to minimize the impact on like card readability and all that, but let me know if you have strong opinions on it. But I think it looks kind of cool. For this first round, I want both Clarissa and Satha to go super early. I want to see if I can kill both these living bones before they even take a turn. I'm going to have Clarissa go first, pull this elite living bones close to her, and then hopefully she'll just be able to execute it. Then I'm going to have Satha go and stand on the spot where the that 1 damage trap is now. It will have been destroyed by Clarissa's pull. And then she's going to do an attack and push on Living Bone 6. Hopefully pushing him into that trap in the southwest corner. Clarissa needs to not pull any negative modifier, but she only has the null and the -1 in her deck. Satha can tolerate, I think, a -1. And draw. Okay, yeah, Living Bones are doing some heavy attacks this round, so hopefully we will be able to kill them. If we can't, then we're going to immediately lose our chance to try to go for Satha's Mastery. Clarissa's going to start, do the bottom of Throwing Knives to do a pull 2 at range 3 on Living Bones 5, and pull him through the trap. 1, 2. That'll destroy this trap and deal 5 damage. Five damage, and then so that's going to end the bottom of Throwing Knives. Then we will do the top of Flanking Strike, doing an attack 5 and gaining experience because the enemy is adjacent to one of our allies. Gain that experience now, and attack 5. All right, +0. That's great. 5. It's shielding for 1, so that's 4 damage, and that is just enough to kill it. Living Bone 5 is dead, replaced with a little money token. And we'll discard Flanking Strike, and that will end Clarissa's turn. Then we'll go to Satha's turn. Satha's very first turn. We'll do the bottom of Shared Glory for a simple, basic move 2 action. 1, 2. Then we will do the top of Lead the Charge to do an attack 3, add +1 attack and push 2, and gain an experience if you were adjacent to no enemies at the start of your turn. That is true. Actually, that could have screwed me more than I thought if I did not kill that Elite Living Bones. So, good thing I killed that Elite Living Bones. I think I only had a 1 in 19 chance to not kill it though. Or maybe 2 in 19. Anyway. So we're going to do an attack 4, push 2. Let's gain the experience now. All right, come on, Satha. -1, that's good. We can tolerate that. So it's an attack 3, it's shielding 1, so that's going to be 2 damage from the attack. And then we push 2. 1, 2 into this other damage trap here. And that is just going to kill the both Living Bones right off the bat. Pop in this floor tile. And a loot token, a gold token. Oh wow, Satha's cards are really dark. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Discard this. And end Satha's turn. We still have to kill this Living Bones. Boom, okay. Now we'll end Satha's turn. Then the archer goes, it's going to move 3 and attack 3 at range 4. Let's just have them move closer to the door. Then they will do an attack 3 on Satha. -1, heck yeah, that's 2 damage to Satha. And end the round. For round 2, we're going to have Clarissa go first. Get her close to the doorway. She's going to ignore the loot token, something that she has almost never done before. Get her close to the door and have her move this archer into this space. And then she is going to use the top of, what's it called? Stick to the Shadows to get the next few of attacks +1 attack plus poison. Then when Satha goes, Satha is going to do a little attack with the bottom of Victory Rush and heal herself a little bit. And then she's also going to heal herself a little bit more, give herself I almost want to say Bane. That is not Bane. Ward. She's going to give herself Ward. Then she's going to enable Clarissa to play an additional card, which is fine because Clarissa has an odd number of cards in her hand anyway. And then Clarissa's going to play an attack card to try to kill Archer 6. And draw. Okay. Ooh, so the Archer is going to beat Satha. Ooh, this is actually going to really screw with what I wanted to do here. Dang, yeah, this kind of screwed with the next couple of turns that I was hoping to be able to do. I don't think there's any case now where Satha can allow Clarissa to actually land a melee attack because the Archer is going to move. And if I put Clarissa too close, the Archer is going to target her instead of Satha, which is going to lose Satha's chance of getting her mastery. I need to fix these, but there we go. All right, well, Clarissa's going to use the bottom of Smoke Bomb, but she's just going to instead, she's actually just going to help Satha get her, what's it called? Battle goal, because Clarissa's going to collect this loot coin. She gains that. And we'll discard Smoke Bomb. Then she'll still play the top of Stick to the Shadows and prep for future attacks. And unfortunately, that's going to end her turn. Next, the Archer is going to go, they're moving to, but not actually going to move because they can do an attack 2 at range 5 on Satha. Oh, and I forgot I had my heater shield. That's fine. Maybe I'll use it this round. So attack 2. Do I have to decide? No, I can wait until after the modifier is drawn. So attack 2, -1. Yeah, why not? Might as well just use that. So now we take no damage from the attack. And then the Archer will create a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to the enemy. So we'll take this one. And what's it going to look like if we put one of these grassy bear traps in here? It looks fine. There's a little bit of grass in the dungeon. No problem. Let's put this on here as well, just to show that it's 3 damage. Let's put it off to the side. That'll end the Archer's turn. Then Satha will go. Before I get any further, actually with Clarissa, I'm going to spend her stamina potion so she can get back the Smoke Bomb. Satha's still going to heal, but I think we're probably not going to have Clarissa play a card from her hand. Because now, after using that stamina potion, she's had an even number of cards. I forgot I didn't take, what's it called? Swift Bow with me this time. Which, if I had that, then I probably would not have used the stamina potion and probably still would have just used the top of Spur Their Spirits to have Clarissa play that card instead, but can't do that. It's a waste because Spur the Spirits seems like an incredibly powerful card. But we're going to use the bottom of Victory Rush to start, do an attack 2 that doesn't do anything, but then Satha's going to heal herself for 1. And that'll discard. And then we're going to use the top of Spur the Spirits to get another heal 1. And I really just want to get this this ward on me because that'll be nice for the next couple of rounds, I think. I think 2 rounds from now is when I'm going to open that door. And then, sorry, I'm not going to be able to get this experience for Satha, but we are not going to use that top effect of Spur Their Spirits. That'll end Satha's turn, and that will end the round. For round 3, we're going to have Satha go first and get her Get Behind Me card out just so she can have that shield 1. And we're going to move her just around here just to get close to the doorway, but we're not going to have her open the door. Be a little bit of a boring turn for her. Meanwhile, Clarissa is going to move behind the Archer over here, have that Archer step into their trap, or I guess Clarissa is going to push them into the trap. And then we'll do the top of Sinister Opportunity to hopefully kill that archer. And draw. Okay, good. Archers are not going super early. That immobilize would stink. So Satha will go first. We'll use the we'll use the bottom of Impeccable Advance to be able to go 1, 2 over here. Discard that. And yes, if you're thinking this movement seems weird, why am I moving to these spots and I'm gonna have to have Clarissa use her boots to get over here? I have a reason for it. Hopefully it'll be apparent next round. But I'm gonna use the top of Get Behind Me to get our shield 1 out. And we're gonna get experience for that. And then we'll end Satha's turn. And then Clarissa will go. Clarissa will use the bottom of Smoke Bomb again, but we're going to use the boots this time, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to jump right over that trap because, oh, that is saved for you, Miss Archer. And we're going to have you move into the trap that you laid for yourself, and you're going to suffer 3 damage. I need a floor tile to replace that with. Go. 3 damage. Oh, we actually have to move you, I guess. There. Oh, whoops, I'm not even on the right screen. There we go, that's better. Discard Smoke Bomb. And then we will play the top of Sinister Opportunity. And what we get to do is at advantage because both of these things are true, right? They have no allies, but we have our ally next to them. Yeah, so it says attack 5, gaining experience at advantage. Excellent. Advantage. Ooh, that is a ton of damage. Oh, and actually this was an attack 6, poison. So that's 12 damage. All right, Clarissa is really pumping up those numbers now. Okay, hold on. Okay, for some reason the max I could go there was -11, so Clarissa's not going to get all the credit for her damage, but hey, that's all right. All right, that's going to discard that. Was that our... Okay, that was not a bless. But archer number 6 is for sure dead. Replaced by this money token. And then that's going to end the round. For round 4, we're going to have Satha go early so she can get strengthen on Clarissa and generate a cold element for next round. Infuse cold. I keep saying I'm going to get it. I'm probably never going to get it. And then I'm probably have her land on that money token. She might as well. Clarissa's going to go late in the round so she can open that door, get a big attack. Actually, it's going to be an attack 6 at advantage, hopefully be able to kill an enemy. And that would knock off her battle goal pretty early. But she's going to be using the Cloak of Phasing so that she's going to do a big move, but then she's going to teleport back to the hex that she's in right now. So that way we should still be able to keep Satha's mastery alive. So let's hope that's how it plays out. Draw. Okay, Satha starts. We'll do the top of Bring Them Down. Attack 2 doesn't do anything. Then we'll strengthen Clarissa. She appreciates that. Strengthened. Boom. Okay, and we infuse cold. That's done. Discarded. Then we will use the bottom of Dazing Sweep. And we're only going to use it for the movement here and get that loot token. Money token. Add that money token to her pile. And discard this. And that will end Satha's turn. Then Clarissa's turn. She will start with the bottom of Backstab. But we're going to use the Cloak of Phasing as well. So we're going to designate the hex that we are currently occupying and add jump to all of our move abilities at the end of your turn. Teleport to the designated hex. So we're going to go 1, 2 into this doorway. And then we're going to see what that door holds. As we get deeper into the crypt, we have a couple more archers, a couple more cultists. These archers aren't moving, and unfortunately, they can still reach Satha with their attacks because they're attacking at range 5. Also, I don't know why I'm on... This should be on Clarissa's turn. Hopefully Clarissa can take out one of these archers. She should be able to. Actually, I think... Is she guaranteed to? Because she has an attack 3 plus 2 attacks, attack 5, plus another 1 from Six of the Shadows. That'd be 6. It's at advantage. I think we'd have to draw a -1 and a null to not be able to kill him. All right. So I guess let's go for the... Do we go for the further archer first? I think I'm actually going to go for the closer archer because if I go for the closer one, it'll keep this archer kind of isolated and Clarissa can go for them soon. So we'll end our movement here and discard Backstab. Then we'll use the top of Single Out for an attack 5 and gain an experience. We're actually going to get 2 experience because we're also going to be getting another charge from Stick to the Shadows. We'll go up to 4 experience total, and we are doing an attack 6 at advantage. Attack 6 poison specifically. Ooh, thank God. Okay. Attack 6 will kill... Am I in the right space? I am, yeah. Hard for me to see. Attack 6 will kill archer number 2. Boom. Dead. Executed. We will put another money token there, and we'll discard Single Out. And move her so she's more clearly in that space. Then we'll finish resolving Cloak of Phasing. At the end of your turn, teleport to the designated hex. So we will teleport back to here. And then this will get discarded or lost. Clarissa's turn is done. We go to the cultist's turn. They're going to move 3 and attack 1. 1, 2, 3. We'll put you here. Attack 1 on Satha. -2. All right, the monster modifier deck is definitely on our side. So no damage to Satha. We still keep our ward, I believe. And then this other cultist will move 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. And then this archer, number 6, will attack Satha for 4 damage. No! Hell yeah, baby! Oh my god. I could not have asked for like a better arrangement of that monster modifier deck. Hell yeah. Our luck so far in scenarios 3 and 4 has definitely made up for our luck in scenario 2. Alright, well that's going to end that round. Next round. For round 6, we're going to have Clarissa, of course, go early because Clarissa loves to go early. She's going to do a couple of attacks on cultist number 1, and we should be able to kill cultist number 1 with Clarissa alone. But if we can't, then we'll go shortly afterwards with Satha, and she can do a pretty big attack on cultist 4. Actually, I take this back. We're going to have to reverse the order of these. I want Satha to go first because there is a decent chance that the archers will be able to beat Satha. They wouldn't be able to beat Clarissa's initiative 8, I don't think. But I do not want Clarissa getting attacked because both of them are equidistant from that archer right now, and I don't want Clarissa to break the tie with the initiative there. I don't know what the earliest initiative that the cultists have though, so hopefully we'll be okay here. Draw. Okay. Well, I should have known. I mean, this was the card that they had last round, isn't it? Shoot. Yeah, and that attack 4 is that would count against the mastery. All right, so Clarissa has got to be careful not to kill a cultist this round. Darn. I mean, now looking at the initiatives, it definitely would have been better for Clarissa to go early, but can't do anything about it. So Cultist 1 is going to do an attack 1 on Satha. +2, so that's going to be attack 3. She shields 1. So ward only protects us for 1 damage. Unfortunately, but okay. Oh, nice. I can double click to remove that. Then Cultist 4 will go 1, 2. Do an attack 1 as well. +0, so that's going to be 1 damage. We're shielding for 1, so no damage. That will end their turn. Then Satha is up. Let's start with the top of Blade of the North. We're going to attack 3. We're going to consume that cold element. So we get an experience and add, what, +2 attack? Yeah, so it's going to be an attack 5 on Cultist 4. -2, that's fine. So 3 damage to Cultist 4. And that will get discarded. And do I actually want to move anywhere? No, there's nowhere really valuable to move. Okay, so I'll just discard Combine Might. And that will end Satha's turn. Oops, wrong one. And we'll go with Clarissa. I keep accidentally screeching against the wood over here. I don't know if you can hear it. I gotta stop trying to do it because it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It sounds terrible. So I apologize if you can hear it. I'm gonna try to stop doing it. Clarissa is going to start with the bottom of Quick Hands just because that gives us an experience. So we're going to do an attack. It's going to be an attack 4 poison. That's going to use up the last charge of Stick to the Shadows. Get discarded. But attack 4 poison. Shoot. Really? Really? That's when I draw the crit? When I don't want to kill him? Oh, wait. Wait. Actually, I could have discarded Stick to the Shadows before I used it, right? There's nothing stopping me from discarding that early. So yeah, I will say that I discarded that first. So this is going to be, it's going to be 6 damage. I've been doing a good job, I think, of trying to make sure that Clarissa's not getting attacked, and I don't want to lose it on that. So I think it's fair to say that I would have, if I had considered it, I would have discarded that card. It's fine. That's going to be 6 damage to Cultist 1. No poison, though. And we get an experience. I don't think I gained the experience from that. Okay, so gain an experience. And Quick Hands is done, and we are just going to discard. We're not going to actually use the attack for Venom Shiv. We will just discard that. The Archer is going to do a move 3. Oh, this is going to end her turn. Archer goes move 3, attack at range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to do an attack 3 on Satha. -1, then -1 from the shield. So that's going to be 1 damage to Satha. Nice. That will end the Archer's turn. That will end the round. And I need to short rest with both of them. So let's do Clarissa first. I'm not going to discard Get Behind Me for Satha, because if I don't discard it, then I can stick down it an even number of cards. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going to lose Venom Shiv. Oh, geez. I don't know about that. I know there's wind demons in this scenario, and so I was thinking I kind of need to save that. But at the same time, Satha also has... she has a Pierce and can give Pierce to an ally. So as long as she doesn't lose her Pierce card, then I think I'm less opinionated, I think, on what cards Satha loses. So I will lose this, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. And then I need to do a short rest with Satha. No. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Dazing Sweep. This is a good card, but that's fine. It's harder for me to get this, I think, in a party of 2, so I'm okay with losing that. Or optimizing that top attack is what I mean. So there's not that many enemies when we only have 2 characters in play. Although right now would be a great time to use that card. But, do I want to lose something else? All right, I have to complete Overachiever. That is done. Ascetic, we're still working on. Oh, that's Ascetic, not Ascetic, Ascetic. For round 6, I will again go first with Satha so that we can make sure that she becomes the focus of an attack. She is going to try to kill cultist number 1. She should be able to do that pretty handily because she'll be able to attack with advantage. And then she's going to loot. Although actually maybe I will just have her do a move 1 onto the loot token. Yeah, there's probably better ways of using this card, but I want to make sure I go early, so I do want to stick with that 8 initiative. Also, I forgot to put my initiative in. Okay. Then Clarissa will go shortly after, and she's either going to do a pull with throwing knives or use it for a move 2. I'm not sure, but she's going to get an attack off on cultist 4, and she should be able to kill that cultist as well. But Satha will be able to strengthen Clarissa, so I just care about killing these cultists before they start spawning living bones. And assuming 10 is their earliest initiative, I think their summoning cards are like what? We know from one of the earlier scenarios, like they're like 63, I think. But I think the earliest the cultist will go is 10. Okay, anyway, let's draw. Okay, so yeah, all right, so the cultists are going to be trying to summon this round, so good thing we're trying to take care of them. And that archer is just going to be doing a big attack. That's okay, Satha can take it. Satha will start with the top of Victory Rush. We're going to attack 3 at advantage on cultist number 1. So +2 or +0, both of those would be enough. We will kill cultist 1, drop a money token. What, that was 5 damage to that one, right? Yeah, so boom, that is dead. And then if you attack ability killed an enemy, perform strengthen the ally closest to you or self. We will strengthen Clarissa. Okay. That is discarded. And then let's, we might as well just move forward a little bit. It's going to be the same outcome, basically. Yeah, we'll just use the bottom of that card for basic move 2, land on this money token, and we'll collect that. All right, that's discarded. That will end Satha's turn. We have Clarissa going immediately after. Let's use the bottom of throwing knives for the pull too, because it's cooler. Go pull cultist 4 closer. Discard that. Then we'll use the top of single out. We'll do an attack 5 and gain an experience because it's adjacent to none of its allies. Oops. This is for Clarissa. Attack 5 at advantage. +0 or -1. I'll take that +0, and that is just enough to kill that cultist. Very good. Okay. Discarded. Dead. And, oh, actually, give me a second. I need to fix that so Clarissa gets the credit for that damage. Oh, wait, yeah, because I just did, shoot, I drew from the wrong attack modifier deck. 1 second. Okay, now let's do the advantage draw with Clarissa. All right, well, we crit again. And still not the bless, it's still just the normal ×2. So that's going to be 10 damage to that cultist. I did leave the cards that we drew with Satha's deck. I left them out because I was like, we'll just, I don't want to put them back in the deck because I know what they are, which in itself gives me an advantage, so we'll just keep them out. But Clarissa loses strengthen. Ends her turn. That's done. The archer will do an attack 4. +0. We're shielding for 1, so it's going to be 3 damage to Satha. We're finally starting to take some real hits there. That archer is done. So is the round. Here's what I'm thinking for round 7. We're going to start with Satha. She's going to go as early as she can go right now. This is the earliest initiative card that I have in my hand still. Do a move 4 so she can get adjacent. Oh, actually, the first thing she's going to do is the top of bring them down to do an attack 2 at range 3, and then give Clarissa advantage and generate cold. And then Satha will just go somewhere over here to be able to be adjacent to that archer to give Clarissa some extra damage. Then Clarissa will go and do a move 3 to get adjacent to that archer and do an attack 5. I'm going to be hurt a little bit if this archer goes too early, and there's actually a decent chance that it could go too early. But I'm not going to think about what could happen there. We're gonna this is kind of inviting some chaos. I hope this isn't stupid, but at least I don't think we're going to be risking like losing our chance at the mastery or something like that. Switch over to this screen and draw. Oh, nice. Okay, archer is going super late. Well, super late for the archers at least. Satha will start. We'll do that attack 2 at range 3. I'm just making sure. Wanted to make sure that the card looks good still. But sometimes when I switch screens like that, it messes with the magnification. So sorry if it, it glitches out every once in a while. So yeah, we're going to do an attack 2 with Satha. -1. So that'll just be 1 damage to that archer. But then we're going to strengthen Clarissa. Okay. And infuse cold. And discard that. And then we'll use the bottom of implacable. Implacable? Yeah. Apparently it means relentless. So we'll use the bottom of implacable advance to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go here and just kind of lurk behind that archer. That will end Satha's turn. I need to start getting her more experience. And we have, oh, there's that squeaking. And we have Clarissa going. She's going to do the bottom of Stick to the Shadows. I think this is the first time she's been using the bottom of this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, should I have done? No, I needed to do this. I intentionally chose Stick to the Shadows for that initiative, so never mind. I was going to say, should I have done a slightly higher move so I could land on that loot token? But none of those cards would have given me the initiative I wanted. This is going to be an attack 5. We're getting experience. So much experience with her. Attack 5 at advantage. +0 or the bless. All right, so that is, what, another ×2 with her. That's another 10 damage. Her stats are going to be so boosted this scenario. Oh my goodness. All right, so both of those are discarded. She's going to gain invisibility for the round, but that's not going to matter. So we're not going to track that. That archer gets discarded. Put a money token here, right? Clarissa's turn is over. End round 7. This is, knock on wood, this is going pretty well so far, I think. As I lay my physical cards out in front of you, let me lay the metaphorical cards out as well. 'Cause there are some things that I remember about this scenario, specifically this room. Like, this scenario kind of sticks with me from Gloomhaven 1st edition, Gloomhaven Digital, and kind of from 2nd edition as well. There are most of the scenarios I just do not remember at all. This scenario kind of sticks with me because it's early in all of the editions of the game. So I know that in that room there's going to be an earth demon at least. I know that there is a treasure chest. I think in the 1st edition that treasure chest was actually negative. I think it was harmful. I don't remember if that's changed. Like, a part of me thinks, like, part of me has this like vague memory that, oh, they kind of got rid of those negative treasure chests in second edition. I don't know if if I'm just making that up or if that's true. So I'm still going to be going for that chest because I don't remember if it's positive or negative. But I don't remember if there's other enemies in the room. I don't remember if, I don't remember where the position of that earth demon is. So I'm not sure where they're going to be. So that's all the information I have. Just kind of give you some awareness of like what I'm thinking about as I'm thinking about going into this room. Like I do still want to go for the treasure chest with Clarissa. So I'm going to be, we'll talk about Satha first. Satha, I'm going to use both of my cards that can consume that cold. And I'm not sure which way I'm going to consume it yet. If I can get into range of the earth demon, I may use it for that attack and get a big attack off on them. But I think more than likely I'm probably going to be using it for the bottom of combined might, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into a range to attack an enemy with move 3. Like the enemy would have to be, pretty close to the door over here. But getting a little bit of flexibility in there in case the enemies are close or far away. Then Clarissa is going to go late. She's going to loot the money tokens around her, and then maybe we can get far into the room and position herself for... She's probably going to try to take the treasure chest that's in there wherever it is. Hopefully it's a positive thing. But if we can't get into position for the treasure chest, then maybe because we get blocked off from an enemy or something like that, then we'll just try to position ourselves for an attack. Let's go ahead and draw those cards. Satha is going first. She's going to do that move 3 to start. 1. Open this door. The second movement. And let me check out what's in that room. Oh, we've got text.
You bash in the door and rush headlong into an enormous creature composed entirely of grinding rocks. You step back in surprise, and the earth demon takes advantage of your hesitation and charges. It's all you can do to dodge out of the way.
Okay, so sorry if I ruined that. A little surprise for anybody who's watching this and really trying to get the story out of it. Surprise, there's an earth demon in here. Okay, it looks like there's just going to be 2 enemies for 2 people, but that earth demon is elite. Okay, let me get this set up. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get into range to attack anybody. Just have one more movement from here. So then let's take Satha, put her there. Then we'll use... we will consume the cold for the bottom of combined might, so we can get ward on ourselves. And I'm probably going to be using my healing potion this round as well. Okay, do I get an experience for doing that? I do! Yay! 1 experience. And yeah, let's use the healing potion to get 3 health back. And that'll discard combined might, and then we do nothing with Blade of the North. Also, in case it's hard for you to see, probably, there is a little trap there. Let me get a different piece, actually, that still represents a wall, but is easier for you to see. Here we go, let's do this. Yeah, there we go, it's easier for me to see, too. The structure of this building is just changing around them. I swear those columns were just, or that wall was just columns. Okay, so that will end Satha's turn. Oops. Which is going to put us at the cultist's turn. They're going to move 3. Just move 1, 2, go there. Do an attack 1. 1, -1, you little wimp. You don't get to do anything, so that's nothing happens. We just should not kill that cultist this round. Then the earth demon will do a move 1, attack 5. Thank goodness it's not going to be able to get into range, but it'll go there. I think that Earth is only if the attack is done. Oh, no, shoot. Actually, I was just looking this up. I think I might have messed this up in some of the earlier videos. It's if they perform any ability on the card, then they do the infusion or the consumption. The examples in the FAQ are actually very specific about that. Okay, so apologies for messing up in previous videos that I'm sure I did, but we will fix it now. We'll correct it going forward. So we will generate Earth here, infuse Earth, and then that will end the Earth Demon's turn. Clarissa will go now. Move these cards out of the way. Boom. Ah, dang, I feel like I'm kind of wasting Sinister Opportunity now. Oh well. I needed to use it to be able to get my initiative where I wanted it. So we're going to do a move, or we're going to do the loot first. To stand up to be able to do all this. So we get 2 money tokens. Okay, and we're only, I swear we're only doing that to help get Satha's battle goal completed. I promise. And we'll do a move 2, 2. And then discard that. And then we'll use the bottom of Sinister Opportunity to do a move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 onto. Do I want to land on the treasure tile? Yeah, I was like, do I want Satha to get it? But it's just so much more efficient for Clarissa to get it. I don't like having all of the loot on one character though, to be completely honest. It's not a good allocation of resources. All right, let's see what this treasure tile is. Clarissa is going to loot treasure 24, confirm, gain warding rod, item 104. During your turn, perform. Ooh, well, oh man, this would be so nice to have for Satha, but it's great for anybody to have. This is a nice one-handed weapon. It's not really a weapon. Okay, let me go find that. Okay. Boom. So she has that now, correct? Yes, she does. All right. Discard this and end Clarissa's turn and end the round. Well, card selection is kind of easy right now because I only have 2 cards in hand for each of these characters. I would like to be in a position where I could long rest next round. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Actually, it's possible. I might end up having to take an attack with Satha. We'll see. I just want Clarissa to go early. She's probably going to do just a basic attack too to get some damage off on that Earth Demon who has how much health? 20 health? Damn! Then if she does that attack, she's going to get the heck out of there. Satha will go next. And yeah, I mean, I'm just going to do a basic move 2. I might end up going, I'll probably end up attacking the cultist and pushing them into the trap. Oh, wait, no, I can't do the push. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Actually, so I may end up wanting to use the bottom of Smoke Bomb to manipulate the position of that cultist so that we can get Satha to use the push. Because we want to push an enemy into the trap this round. We can do the cultist and hopefully kill the cultist outright. Or we could do the Earth Demon and just get a bunch of damage off on that Earth Demon. It's honestly just going to depend on what ability cards the monsters draw. Okay. Go to battle and draw. Okay, so we probably don't want to get a big attack off on the Earth Demon then. Ooh, but they're going to be doing an Immobilize. Yeah, okay, we for sure want to be killing the cultist this round. So let's see if we can get Clarissa to kill the cultist. We're going to use the bottom of Smoke Bomb to do a move 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to control this cultist and have them move 1 into that trap. That's going to be 5 damage to them. We'll place it with a normal floor tile here. Oh, geez. There, right there. Okay, and then they're going to suffer 5 damage. And we'll discard Smoke Bomb. And then we're just going to do a basic attack 2 with Backstab. I would love to be able to get a +1 on this, but we will see. +2! All right, so that is attack 4. That should kill the cultist. It should and will, in fact. That cultist is dead. They drop a money token. And we'll discard Backstab. Clarissa is done. That should set up Satha pretty well. Who's going to do a basic move 2 using the bottom of Spur Their Spirits. To go 1, 2, because we want to get her out of the immobilized range. I wonder what the earliest is that the Earth Demons go. I don't remember. I think they're generally slow, but I don't remember how early they can go. Further Spirits is discarded. Then we can do an attack 4 push. I mean, this attack damage is probably going to get just completely wiped out anyway from the heal, but attack 4, okay, so 1 damage will survive, but we do get an experience for this, so that's 5 damage. Push 2, we're going to push them onto this space where the cultist died. Yeah, if that cultist didn't die, this turn actually would be going a lot worse this round. That's not necessarily true. Okay. I did the damage, I did the push 2, I need to gain an experience. And then this is discarded. And Satha's turn is ended. Then the Earth Demon is going to heal for consume that Earth and then immobilize all in range 2. It's only going to be immobilizing Clarissa. End that turn and end round 9. I do need a short rest again with everybody because I can't afford a long rest right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, so we're going to shuffle these for Clarissa. 3, 2, 1. Flanking strike. I guess I'll lose that. And then do I want to discard Get Behind Me first? Yeah, maybe for the sake of just having another early initiative card to make sure I can go super early. And obviously with being able to, what's it called? Have an even amount of cards in my hand. That's what I was thinking of. All right, 3, 2, 1. Spur Their Spirits. No, I do not want to lose this card. I'm going to lose a health to keep this. Oh man, that's going to just get rid of my ward. That's okay. I was still planning to ward myself because I want to use this, I think, this round to be able to get to be able to help out Clarissa. So I'm going to keep that, lose my ward. 3, 2, 1. Lead the charge. Yeah, that's fine. I can lose that. I think I've gotten the value that I want to out of that. For round 10, I'm going to start with Satha. I want to move close to the Earth Demon, so if the Earth Demon doesn't attack, it's going to prioritize going after Satha instead of Clarissa, because Clarissa cannot move. And then Satha is going to get into the doorway, or like where the doorway was, and then she is going to enable Clarissa to get stick to the shadows out during Satha's turn, so that way when Clarissa is doing her attacks, they're both going to get +1 poison on them. And this way we'll be able to get ward back early with Satha as well. And then Clarissa will go and do some, I didn't put the initiative in. Clarissa is going to do attacks with both the bottom and top actions. Switch over to this screen and draw. Okay, that, ooh, oh man. Attack 3, target all adjacent enemies. Damn, I totally forgot that they had an attack all adjacent enemies card. I think I've lost my chance to get the mastery. Actually, actually, I think I might be okay. I might be able to save my butt here. Not the most efficient use of resources, but I really want to try to get this mastery this scenario for Satha. So let's do the anticlimactic part first, and let's do the bottom of combined might to do a move 3. 1, 2, 3 into that doorway. And discard combined might. Then we will use the top of Spur Their Spirits to heal oneself. And also gain ward on self. And then an ally within range 3 may immediately perform, play a card from their hand and perform the top or bottom action of the card. If they do, gain 1 experience. So they will. So we will gain that experience. And Clarissa, it's probably a fine time to use a lost card because Clarissa's going to play Smoke Bomb. Put that there. So Clarissa will go invisible so she can't be targeted. Haha. Then on your next attack while you have invisibility, double the value of the attack and then gain 2 experience after you perform that attack. And we infuse dark as well. Oh shoot. I'm dumb though, because this is not... She's going to lose invisibility at the end of her next turn. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why did this card have to come up now? All right, let me rethink. Because I don't think I can avoid... I think the only way I can avoid getting attacked is if I somehow kill it this turn. But that, I mean, that's... He has 19 health left still. If he didn't heal last... this is a bad combination of things that happened. See, if I keep this card, I'm going to be doing an attack 5 next, which is double to an attack 10. That is an advantage too. So I should still have a bless in there as well. 19 card. Why do I still have 19 cards? Let me check that out. Oh, I guess maybe it's counting these. So once it gets shuffled again, I imagine it'll go down to 18. The other card that I would consider playing here would be the bottom of Single Out. So I could get +3 to my next 2 attacks. That would give me +6 damage total this round instead of +5. But this is super unlikely to work. I don't think I want to waste this card because I think, this is another loss action and I need the top of this card. Like Single Out, I really need. Smoke Bomb, I'm a little bit more okay with losing because I've gotten the value out of it that I want with that, like with the bottom of controlling an enemy to move. And I'd also like to keep at least 2 slow initiative cards in my hand, or in my deck at least. And right now I only have Single Out and Sinister Opportunity that are like above 30. Damn. All right. Well, I'll stay with this. I already played it. I haven't used the top of Smoke Bomb yet, so I don't know. Could be fun. We do still have 1 Bless in the deck, but I think we have to draw a Bless, or we have to draw ×2 on one of the attacks. Nope. I think it would have to be. The first attack. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't think I can really get out of this. Oh well. All right, so did I heal 1? I did. I got the ward. I assume I did the experience already. I probably did that. Yeah, okay. So Satha's turn, I think, is over. That'll come out. Damn. This is going to be hard to get this mastery, especially as there's more characters in the party. It's going to be tougher. Oh well. All right. So smoke bomb, we used that, so we're still invisible. We're gonna do. Let's do the top of Sinister Opportunity first because we want to double that attack. So we're gonna get attack 5 at advantage because both of those riders are true. We're gonna get an experience. This is actually gonna be an attack 10 at advantage. +0 or fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Oh my god, I love getting blesses in the deck. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. Holy shit. That's 20 damage. That is, I think, the only way that I could have killed this thing. Oh my god. This is like... Okay. -11 and then minus another 9. This is like some of those early awakenings that I had in my Aeon Trespass playthrough. Oh my god, it was just so satisfying. Fuck yes. Alright, that's 2 more experience too, because why not? Then this comes off. Then that's lost. This gets discarded, and goodbye, you stupid, silly little Earth Demon. We're going to put some more money tokens there. Unfortunately, we cannot loot them. And we also can't get the experience from this. We'll just discard the quick hands. And that'll end her turn. Oh my gosh, yes, the mastery stays alive. I better not mess this up now. Like, after that, I have to get this thing. Okay, so that'll end that round. Another minor good thing about that too is that Satha still gets to keep the ward on her since she didn't get attacked. Okay, for round 11, we are going to start with Clarissa, who's just going to prepare, stick to the shadows, and then move 2 onto those money tokens. And then Satha is going to do a move 4 and get out and get behind me. Draw. Oh, whoops. Clarissa is 10. Satha is 11. Draw. Clarissa will do a move 2, collecting both of these. Okay, discard that. And then put out Stick to the Shadows. I love Stick to the Shadows. It's been phenomenal. This comes out. Clarissa gets 2 more loot tokens. Once again, we're just trying to get ascetic for my gosh, why do I keep blanking on her name? Satha. That's all we're trying to get these money tokens, is just to make sure that we have more money tokens than Satha, so she gets her battle goal. Totally a selfless move. Then Satha will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard this. Implacable advance. Implacable. I keep wanting to say it's impeccable because it just looks like that from a distance. And then she'll play Get Behind Me, and we will get an experience for that. Okay, next round. Oh, yes, confirm. Round 12, we're just going to get folks closer to the door here, and then long rest with everybody before we go into this final room. So let's just draw the cards. This is not an exciting round. Clarissa starts. She will use the bottom of Backstab to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard that, and then does nothing with Single Out. That ends her turn. Then Satha will go, and she's going to use the top of, what is it, Shared Glory, to shield 1, and then have an ally within range 3. Let's say grant? Yeah, grant them move 2, so Clarissa will move here. And Satha will move, do a basic move 2. 1, 2, go there. And we generate cold, or infuse cold, but it doesn't really matter. Discard both of those. And that is all for round 12. Round 13 is going to be even more boring because I'm just going to long rest with everybody. Look at that. No cards out. Here. Draw. Clarissa will get winged shoes back. How many cards are in her discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. She's already down to 5 cards. Well, 4 technically. Oh, right. Stick to the shadows is out. Okay, so we'll have 2. The next couple of rests will be 2 turns, 2 turns. That should be enough for her. I'm going to lose quick hands with her. I don't think we... excuse me. I don't really need the loot action. And I think if I'm still trying to focus on... I mean, not if. I am definitely still trying to focus on Satha's battle goal, so I don't want to be sitting in the same place, most likely, and doing a double attack. I think that's too risky. So we will lose that. All right, Clarissa is done. Then Satha gets her health. She's going to get her heater shield back. After losing this card, she's also going to be down to 4 cards in hand. I have a bad gut feeling about burning this card, Spur the Spirits, but I don't think I want to be accelerating action economy anymore at this point. Like, I think I need to be conservative with playing cards and not rushing it, because that's going to bring on rest too early. So I think I'm good with losing this card at this point. All right, so Satha's turn is done. Round 13 is done. You go into round 14. Oh, wait a minute. I'm dumb. I still had... I have 6 cards in hand for Satha. I still had 2 cards that I didn't use before the long rest, so... let me rethink this whole thing. Coming into round 14 here. We're going to go early with Satha. We're basically just going to step into the room. We're going to get a little bit of extra shield as we prepare to take on the brunt of the attacks. Maybe we'll give some extra movement to Clarissa, depending on how the enemies look, like where they're at, what they're going to do. I want to be a little bit flexible here. I'm not expecting a lot of progress to be made this round. Just kind of have Satha take the attacks, and let's set ourselves up for next round. And Clarissa is going to go super late, move into the room. I'm probably going to end up doing this move 5 and then use the top of throwing knives. Although I would love to be able to reverse this and potentially do the top of Sinister Opportunity if I can, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it with the basic move too. So I'm preparing for using the top of throwing knives. Clarissa is going at 93. Satha is going at 8. And we'll draw. Satha is up first, so we will do a basic move to put her on this doorway, so she has 1 movement remaining. I will check Foreteller and set up this room.
As you enter the next chamber, cultists spin toward you from the altar on the far wall. You've clearly disrupted a ritual here. Elemental demons swarm from the portals and leap at you with a cacophony of screeches.
A cacophony of screeches! Caw! I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes. I am open to taking on roles for voice acting, Foley work, all that kind of stuff. I know I'm really good. You're getting a nice taste of it from here, but hey, if you want to hire me, I'm happy to do it. If you pay me well enough, you'll even hear my goose honk. Okay, so we have a special rule here. All characters and character summons on the 15A tile gain disadvantage on all their attacks. And this new room is the 15A tile. So we're kind of incentivized to try to pull them out of this room. Did spawn the enemies already, so let's see what they're doing. The cultists are moving 3, attacking 2, and then healing themselves. The wind demons are moving 3, attacking 4 at range 3. There's no wind for them to disarm. That's good. Whew, getting away from the disarm. Okay, I think this could be pretty good, and I think this is actually a good reason to say, Satha, how about you just step backwards 1? Now, I forget the rule for doorways. Are doorways a part of either room, or are they separate from both rooms? Okay, I think this is from an FAQ, maybe an older FAQ. But I think if we're in the doorway, then we are not in either tile, so. Satha finishes her move, so we will discard Victory Rush. Then we will use the top of Shared Glory. I'll just put that there for now. We will shield an additional 1. I forgot I could be doing shield, but do I want to be tracking that? Probably should. It'd be good for me to get in the habit of doing that. So let's see, we have 1 indefinite shield, 1 round shield. And then I can grant Clarissa a movement, but I don't really want her to move, so she's not going to use it. But we will infuse cold. And then we will end our turn and go to the cultist turn. Who's going to move 3, right? Yeah, move 3, attack 2. 1, 2, 3. And do an attack 2 on Satha. +1, that's 3, minus 2 from the shield. I think for Heater Shield, like I would love to be able to use Heater Shield here to get that 3rd shield to prevent me from taking any damage. But it says when you suffer damage from an attack, gain shield 1 for the attack. So I think we have to suffer the damage first, which means I think ward has to come in first. So moderately annoying to lose ward again from 1 damage, but we don't take any actual damage and we still have Heater Shield. Then heal X, well, it's already at full health, so doesn't matter. Then Wind Demons will go move 3, attack 4 at range 3. Number 1 will go 1, 2, 3 on top of this trap. If I can get you to stay up here. Ah, come on. That's good enough. Actually, my preference would be for you to not be on that trap. We'll put you there. Then we'll do an attack 4 on Satha. Ooh, +1, that's going to be 5. We're shielding. Let's use Heater Shield now. So we're going to shield for a total of 3. So it's going to be 2 damage to Satha. Then Wind Demon 4 will move up here and also do... Oh, actually, wait a second. Oh, never mind. No, I'm good. For some reason, I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to go after Clarissa? But no, we're okay. Attack 4... -1, nice, so that's 3, we're shielding 2, so we take 1 damage. Alright. Wind Demons are done, Clarissa is up. Ooh, I have some options for what I can do here. Alright, let's, I'm gonna switch these, no, I think I'm gonna keep this like this. I'm gonna do the ranged attack. I'm gonna start farming for experience for these last couple of rounds. Let's use the top of throwing knives. We're in range 3, right? Yeah. So the top of throwing knives, we're going to get an experience for this. And we're going to just get poison on each of those wind demons back there. So we're going to do an attack 3 poison on both of them. Let's start with wind demon number 1. No advantage on this, right? No. Okay, that's +1, so that's 4, so that's going to be 2 damage and poison. Poison, there we go. Then we'll do it on Wind Demon number 4. Attack 3, poison. Nice, another +1. Another 2 damage. And you are poisoned. It'll discard. throwing knives, and we do get another experience because of stick in the shadows, or stick to the shadows. And I'm just not going to move at all. I don't really need to. So I'm going to end my turn and end the round. And shared glory comes out. Oh, and with Clarissa, I did actually want to use warding rod. I guess, yeah, it's target 2. That's amazing. So both Clarissa and Satha will get a ward. Nice, nice. For round 15, Clarissa is going to go super early. Probably end up doing the top of backstab, and I want to see if I can kill that cultist. I may be using the bottom of single out for the attack effect, but it's going to depend on what the wind demons are doing, what initiative they go at. Yeah, honestly, actually a lot of what she does is going to depend on what the wind demons are about to do, because I do not want to risk them doing a multi-target and targeting Clarissa. So she may also just get the fuck out of there too. Then we'll have Satha going at initiative 22, doing the bottom of combined might to get an experience, and then hopefully she goes before the wind demons, because then I'm just going to do, I don't really care that I'm not going to be able to attack both of them, but I kind of just care about getting the experience off of the top of implicable advance. And draw. Okay, so the cultist is going before Satha. All right, so hopefully Clarissa can kill the cultist. Ah, dang, those wind demons, they're moving so far when they're effectively attacking with 7 range from their movement and that actual range on the attack. I think I have to use the move 6 in order to get out of a place where the wind demons will attack her. There's ways I could get her, like I could still use these losses for their experience, but I think it's too risky. I'm going to switch these around. Plus, Clarissa's already got a ton of experience. So start with the top of single out. So she's going to do an attack 5, which is really going to be an attack 6 from Stick to the Shadows. And we're going to gain an experience. No. Should be at 13. Okay. And, all right, attack 6. 7 damage. Oh, so close to dying. Okay. 7 damage to you, and you're poisoned. And we'll discard this. I think there's probably a smarter way I could have done this a little bit more efficiently, but I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, I think there was, but oh well. I will move back 1, 2, 3. I'll just go here just to be safe. I don't think I need to be this far back, but my brain's being a little dumb right now. It's not really thinking through all the scenarios, so I'm just going to play it safe, and I think this is safe enough. Yeah, actually, I could have been able to kill that cultist, but whatever, too bad. I already drew the attack modifiers. So we move on. We'll discard backstab. Then the cultist is up, does not have to move. It will do an attack 1 on Satha. +1, that's 2. So Satha will end up suffering 1. Oh my god. Another ward mitigated by 1 damage. So now if the cultist dies, we're going to get an attack 4 on us, right? Yes. Okay. Cultist is done. It is now Satha's turn. And I need to do the attack. I'm going to have to take this attack 4 from him. But I am going to use the top of Implicable Advance. Do an attack 2. Attack 2 +0. Alright, so that's really +1. So 3 damage to him total after poison. That kills him. So now we're about to suffer an attack 4. +0, it's going to be 3 damage to Satha. We can take that, that's okay. And then grant all allies, self and all allies within range 3, the 3 movement. I think this is a thing that I wasn't really planning for very well. I think this is what could have allowed me to actually use the bottom loss with Clarissa and kill that cultist on my turn, like this move 3 from this top action. So, oh well, I do get 2 experience for this. I don't think Clarissa's actually going to end up using any of this movement, which is a little bit of a waste, but Satha definitely will. She'll go 1, 2, 3 here. And then this card is lost. Then I'm going to use the bottom of Combined Might, do a move 3, and we're going to use that cold to get ward back. Ward, and then we also get to do a move 3 and we get an experience. Okay, we should be able to land on this loot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Somebody besides Clarissa is getting a chest. Woohoo! All right. What did we get? What did we get? What did we get? Yes, Satha's getting this one. Satha gains 1 check mark. Nice. That's great. And this will get discarded. And oh, and this should also be discarded. Now the wind demons are up. And they're going to do move 4, attack 2, target 2. I don't think there's going to be any position where they can target both of us. So, number 1 will go... Yeah, I guess I'll just land on top of this trap. Although maybe he'll go there. Maybe I want him to go there so he's not adjacent to his friend. And also because I can actually put him on flat land, it's easier. And do an attack 2 on Satha. +1, that's 3. Shield 1, so ward takes care of 1 damage and we lose 1 health. And then the other wind demon is going to do an attack 2 as well. No! Heck yeah! So no damage to that one or from that attack. And that will end the wind demon's turn and end the round. I will definitely be short resting with Clarissa. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Okay, what are we losing? Throwing knives, that's fine. No problems for me. I am also going to short rest with Satha because at this point I need to focus on, like, I can win this scenario and get Satha her mastery, but I need to focus on making sure that Clarissa keeps going late after the wind demons. Hopefully I'll win this round, but I don't want to risk losing the mastery at this point. Let's mix these up. 3, 2, 1. Victory rush. That's fine. I can lose that. So I'm mainly getting these back into my hand so that if I have to lose a card or cards for Satha, I actually can lose them from my hand and don't have to worry about losing it from my discard. And so going into this final round, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try going late. Also, I should have flipped these around. Give me 1 second. There we go. I'm going to go late with Clarissa so she does not risk costing Satha her mastery. I'm going to go early with Satha and try to kill one of the wind demons with that attack 3 pierce 2. And then I can also give Clarissa pierce 2 on her next attack. So there's a decent chance I can win it this round. I'm just a little paranoid about the attack modifier decks because they've been working really well in my favor so far. But in the last room for last scenario, it screwed me a little bit. This scenario, I'm a little concerned about that too because yeah, we're getting lower in our decks, so I have to keep an eye out for worse cards. Let's see what those wind demons are doing. Push 1. So their attack 3 disarm. That'd just be on Satha. Okay, this is not bad. I'm glad I got cards back into my hand for Satha, though, in case I need to lose some. But we might be okay. Satha will start and just do the bottom of Shared Glory for a basic move 2. I guess she could go here. Is there any reason not to go there? Not really. Gonna end up in the same spot regardless anyway, so sure. We'll go there, basic move 2. That gets discarded. And then we will do the top of Combined Might and do an attack 3, pierce 2. Let's see what we got. Where's my cursor? There it is. +1! So that's 3, 4 from the poison, 5 from the attack modifier. I didn't even declare who I was doing that on. In my head, I was saying number 4, so number 4 is dead. Would it matter for Clarissa, actually? No, not really. That one comes out. We have a money token on this obstacle. And that gets discarded. No experience. Oh, actually, no, this should not get discarded because we need to care about that Pierce 2 for the rest of this round. That was number 4. 5 damage total to you. Dead. Then Satha's turn is over. This Wind Demon will do a push 1 on Satha and then do an attack 3 at range 4. +0, so that's 3 damage. We shield 1, so we're down to 1 health. And Satha is disarmed. Okay, and then Clarissa will go, actually, All right, the little devil on my shoulder is trying to convince me, like, come on, Emerging Vote, you can edge out just a few more experience with Satha if you put off this kill. To which I say, screw you. No, I need to get this mastery. That needs to be the primary focus. Do not mess this up. All right, so Clarissa is activated. Did I actually activate her? Yeah, okay. So move 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard Backstab. And then we will do the top of Sinister Opportunity. So we're just going to be doing an attack for 5 from the poison. No advantage, no experience. I probably should have done the other. I probably should have done single out. Oh well. Yeah, wow, I kind of screwed up these card choices. Oh well, whatever. Attack 5 +0. That is going to be 3 damage. That's just enough to kill that Wind Demon. Woo! All right. Let's go to our final text here. Give me 1 second. Boom, there we go.
You stand victorious over the dead cultists. You consider burying them out of respect, but what's the point? They're already in a crypt. Back in the dingy apartment, Nilba offers your reward.
Demons aren't simply evil like most believe. They are mere forces of nature, wild beings made of pure elemental energy, and like any element, they can be bent to serve many purposes, including vast destruction.
Its face turns grim.
These black-robed cultists gather in crypts all over the region, summoning corrupted demons to build an army to destroy Gloomhaven. And if they succeed, nothing on the continent of Caskia will stop them.
A dark smile crosses Nilba's face.
Nothing, that is, except our master. I've told you that we in the Sect serve a mighty lord. In truth, he is an ancient and mighty demon, the prime demon who rules over all other demons in the elemental plane. And through him, we have a plan to save Gloomhaven from its terrible fate. Of course, our efforts have earned us no love with the Gloomhaven Council.
Nilba's voice clacks.
They panic at the very mention of demons, ordering their precious hound Harmon to hunt us down. The council fears us, the merchants revile us, the military chases us into the shadows. But in the end, only our master can prevent the looming calamity. And only you, siblings, can travel unimpeded through the city gates and into the crypts where the cultists summon our doom.
The leader of the sect sits and places his cane to the side.
For now, I ask that you continue to do as you have done. Kill these cultists before they complete their plan, and then you can help us complete ours.
Okay, it looks like there was a sentence that was missed there because we get 2 scenarios from this, not just one. We unlock Decaying Crypt and the Black Barrow, the infamous first scenario of Gloomhaven, which was notoriously difficult. Also, I just realized that I never actually showed where we were going relative to the Gloomhaven map here. So we open up Gloomhaven full stack. We came north of Gloomhaven. Are we in the mountains here? Yes, we are in the Copperneck Mountains technically, so no progress towards Clarissa's personal quest. But we're here at the Crypt of the Damned, which we just finished. Let's mark that as done here. Crypt of the Damned. A nice success there. Clarissa did get her battle goal. It's 2 check marks. Satha did get her battle goal as well. It's just 1 check mark because she collected fewer loot tokens than any other character. Satha also completed her mastery. One of them, at least. So we will get to that at the beginning of the next video, I think. I'll always check it off in this video. Let's take a quick look at our scenario statistics. Oh, damn. All right, Clarissa finally, like, carrying the team like she should be in terms of damage. 98 damage. That is wild. I mean, almost 20% of that came from 1 attack, where she did an attack 20 on that Earth Demon. Insane. Like, that was the MVP move, because that literally saved Satha's mastery. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is, that should actually be 20. She killed 16 enemies. Very good. Yeah, she did great. Clarissa was amazing in this scenario. Satha also, like, I enjoyed playing her. I think it'll be more fun to play her next time when I'm not constrained by trying to go for her mastery. Like, I wasn't so much constrained by her with going for the mastery as I was with Clarissa, which is kind of weird because Clarissa did so much work. But I do like Satha a lot. I kind of felt similar to playing Cragheart, where I felt like, I feel like I have a lot of flexibility with her. Less healing, but more, maybe more damage output that I feel like I could do. I don't know, actually, because Cragheart, we've been putting out a lot of damage. Okay, and yeah, for the rewards, we get 10 experience each. We get 1 reputation with the Sect. I gotta just stop calling them the demons, because they're not just demons. It's the Sect. It's kind of its own cult. All right, so we'll click finish here. Okay, now it shows Raphael and Dwayne back in the party. Right, that's nice. She had nothing for her personal goal. I do want to mark off Satha's mastery. Yeah, never have an ally be a target of an attack. So we'll check that off for her. I'll do perk selection at the start of the next video. But I do also get to check off 1 of her personal quest boxes for completing a road event. She's at 30 experience already. So she should be able to level up after another scenario. Is Clarissa level 3? Clarissa is level 3! Nice! We're gonna have another level up next video. She gets so much experience. I love how much I love all the characters in Gloomhaven. Like, I don't feel like I've played a character that, actually that's not true. There are a couple of characters that, even in the first, first edition just had a lot more fluctuation. But when I was towards the end of, like, the first time I was playing Gloomhaven 2nd edition, I haven't beaten it, but, like, when I was last playing it, there were a couple of classes that I don't I'm not really that big of a fan of. One of them I think was kind of a favorite, at least in first edition, because they could be so broken, but I never really enjoyed playing them so much in the first edition or Gloomhaven Digital. I don't know. I won't give any spoilers for who that one class is. But yeah, when I unlock them and start playing them, maybe I'll talk about my experience with them first, and then I need to be convinced to. I need to actually probably look up guides for them specifically. Like I try to avoid looking at guides, especially because I'm like I have a pretty good feel for how the Gloomhaven characters work. So now I don't want to look at a guide and then feel like I think, oh, okay, this is the build to do. Because if I do that, that's going to put me in kind of that mindset. But yeah, for that one class in particular, I probably need to look at a guide just to kind of get a feel for like something inspirational to. Anyway, whatever. I'm going off the rails here for something that's not going to matter for some time. Because in general, the characters in Gloomhaven are just so much fun to play. I love them all. They all, especially in second edition, they all just feel so much more well balanced. And the level up choices are so much more competitive. Anyway, yeah, debrief from this scenario. This I felt like was Clarissa's. This was like her time to shine. Actually, let me turn the lights back on all the way. Would there be light? Okay. Yeah, Clarissa really shined in this scenario with how much damage she was outputting. Like, yes, she had that one crazy crit over in that northwest room over there, but just throughout the scenario, I feel like she was like regularly putting out damage. I feel like I've gotten into a much better groove with her of timing her attacks with, focus on going for an enemy that's by themselves, focus on going for an enemy that's adjacent to one of your allies. I think it's also a little bit easier to do. I find it easier to do when it's just her and one other ally, because especially for the cards where it's like no enemies adjacent to their allies, or an enemy that is adjacent to none of their allies, that's much easier to do in 2-player versus 3-player or 4-player. But yeah, I also really like, I mean, stick to the shadows. I was a little unsure of like how much this card I could see of being not super useful if you don't time it well, because to me this is a great card to be able to like get off in like before you're about to go into a new room. So maybe you're not using it in the first room, or maybe using it like, as you're getting ready to go into the second room. But to be able to open a room with this card is pretty great, especially like when you combine it with throwing knives, to be able to get like, 2 ranged attack 3s and with poison. That's pretty awesome. But then you take this and you combine it with Satha's card. What was it? Spur Their Spirits. Like I'm looking forward to the Spur Their Spirits, because this could make for some really interesting changes to strategy. Especially using it early on, because, I won't give any spoilers out. But yeah, I'm interested to have like an ability like that early on in the campaign, because it's a very powerful ability. And then, like I said, Satha, I'm having a great time with. I really like this, like the idea behind Get Behind Me. You could look at it as like, it's kind of annoying if you have to deal with, at the end of a round in which an ally was attacked, you must move this card to your discard pile. I'm interested to see how this is going to play in higher player counts, because I could see this being like this works well for low player counts, because you can reliably be the person to say, I'm just going to tank all the attacks. But if you're playing like in a 4-player count, you can't just say, I'm going to take all of the attacks from like a room full of enemies meant for 4 characters. That's too much. And then as soon as one other character gets attacked, she has to discard that. Yeah, we'll see how that plays. But the nice aspect of the discarding it is that you can use it, like you can optimize your rest cycles a little bit. So you basically have it, you keep it out for like 2 rest cycles basically, so that way you're always sticking with an even number of cards in your hand and not having to like burn an action every rest cycle to use that. You only have to do it every other rest cycle. Of course, that is if you can keep yourself as the one being attacked. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Let me know in the comments if you like the idea. Well, actually, the main thing I want to know is, how do you feel about the changes in lighting? Because I will be doing that for the next few videos. I'm starting to build up, like, I want to start building up a backlog of videos, so there will be at least a few more videos where I'm doing that. So if you don't like it, please let me know, like, now, so that I can stop doing it as quickly as possible. If I hear like an overwhelming amount of people saying like, oh no, it looks terrible, please stop, we don't like the lighting, I'll stop it. But I think it gives some like extra ambiance to the video. I'll be curious to see my own opinion of it when I go to actually watch it back. So yeah, if you leave comments, please let me know about the how you feel about the lighting. And then number 2, how you feel about like doing this change up of like party composition, whether it's like changing up the party size and the party classes. Like, to me, it's more fun. To me, it gives me more variety. And it allows me to kind of like play with the characters and just get a better feel for like what their strengths and weaknesses are, and like how I need to change their focus and all that good stuff. But yeah, so if you like that, let me know. If you don't like it, I mean, I probably won't change it because I like it and I can't imagine, I don't know. Anyway, let me know your feedback on it. I am curious. Again, if there's like overwhelming people saying like, no, like, we want you to stay with the same party composition because it helps with consistency, I'll take that into consideration. But that's all I got for you otherwise. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time as always, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye. Way from over here. Way from over here. Way from over here, way from over here. Way from over here. Way from over here.